Hi, everyone. Welcome to our second annual BCPA Rise conference. It was my first time seeing the video that played earlier, and it's been a really emotional journey for us, and we're excited about what we get to do every day. We get to meet and talk to incredible entrepreneurs that we know exist in our community. Today, I have the incredible pleasure of talking to three of those entrepreneurs. In interviewing them yesterday, I got to learn a lot. I'm going to start off by introducing our panelists and actually having them introduce themselves, starting with Sheila Volante of Seer.
Hi there. Good afternoon and good morning, everyone. My name is Sheila Volante, and I'm the managing partner and adoption consultant for Seer Strategic Solutions. Well, I've been in the IT and business world for about 18 years. I have been a project manager through a lot of organizations, and we are about a person team. My managing partner, Jason Price, is also here with me. We work with majority of technical partners throughout the ecosystem to support their adoption and change management practices.
Hey, everybody. I'm Erik with Pacific IT Support. We're a managed IT services provider with two locations in Bellingham, Washington, and our original location, which is Maui, Hawaii. We are what I consider a nimble MSP. We're saying we're pretty small, but we have a pretty strong team. We mostly focus on clients in the SMB realm using Microsoft Office, Azure technologies. So that's a lot of where our focus is right now.
Hi, I'm Dexter Hardy, President and CEO of Ntegral. We are headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, and our focus is DevOps, specifically around Azure and moving workloads to the cloud. Our team is quickly growing. We've seen a tremendous amount of growth through being a part of the Black Partner Growth Initiative, and we have 12 members now, but by Monday, we look to hopefully fill some more slots that we have with the team.
So I have a lot of conversations with partners. One of the challenges that I see is a lot of people, because of there are a lot of large corporate announcements that happened surrounding, the death of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and the other social people we had in the country. A lot of partners don't actually believe that the large companies are standing behind what they said they would do. Now, I know that all of you are working in tandem with Microsoft and achieving success. Just an idea of where you believe we're headed. One word for how you feel about the year. And why don't we start with Dexter? Give us a word that describes how you feel about you and your business this year.
Expansion and expansion. If I have to single it down to one word, it would definitely be expansion, and that's from yeah.
Cool, Erik.
I don't want to be too cheesy here, but I think Rise is such a perfect feeling for.
Okay, I think we'll come back to Erik for that one. Sheila, why don't you give us your word?
So mine is going to be essentially I would say optimistic growth. I know it's two words, but I'm going to put a hyphen in there.
Erik, did you give your word? And if not, then can we have it now?
Yeah, my word was rise. I just, or another word would be empowering. I just feel like with connection with the BCPA and kind of the way my network has grown and the opportunities that I see ahead of me, I just see so much potential in the company and what we're able to do.
Why don't we start with this? So COVID happened. Dexter, you had an incredible transition through COVID. We typically, when we're in our community, look at failure as failure. In startups, it's called a pivot. Can you talk a little bit about the situation you found yourself at the beginning of COVID and what the pivot looked like and how it turned out?
Oh, boy. So we were supporting digital agencies, digital marketing firms here in the Atlanta local region. So just, we were, SEC, just Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. And when COVID hit, a lot of that business, people weren't going in. Microsites weren't really hot because they weren't doing or spending as much on marketing. And I unfortunately actually contracted COVID, and this was before the vaccines and all that great stuff. So the thing that was high in my mind there. So as work is drying up, as opportunities that, we were comfortable, not a major company, but definitely comfortable where we were. I'm sitting in the bed contemplating, is this what's happening with this whole COVID thing? The opportunity or the thing that resonated with me most, it was, how can we take what we do, turn that into something that other people can leverage? The biggest challenge was, as you know, everybody was rethinking how they do business. People were going from in the office to remote workplace, and everybody was trying to think of what is the brand new or the new normal. And so what we did, or my strategy with that, was, we've been in business for 20 years and we do a lot of things really well. How do we do those things? How do we package those things into something that can go beyond, as me being sick on the bed with COVID? How can I package this so that it can live beyond me? How can it be something that can scale beyond our current team? And so what we did was started taking those solutions, which are accelerators that we had for different clients and businesses that we've done, and created them as products, put them out in the Azure market space. And by putting it in the Azure market space, that opened us up to 4 million active users. And the rest, as they say, is history. Apparently, those products were very useful for a lot more people than just the subset that we had. And now we have customers in 62 countries around the world. On any given day, we have, anywhere from, 100 new leads, or I look at our lead pool or lead gen from Azure Marketplace, and from beginning of the year to now, we have well over 1,000, 1,500 leads, and that grows exponentially. But just think of the Azure Marketplace as, like I said, it's expansion. If you have your superpower, take your superpower, figure out what that is, and then package it up so that everyone else can see that. I think it'll bear in the market.
Excellent, Dexter. Thank you so much. I think the most important statistic around this is how much of future transactions are going to be running through marketplaces. And the other beautiful thing is, for a lot of consulting companies that are doing services, the pivot over to product is one that we think is a longer distance than it is. So I love how you took your business, the impact of COVID, which could have taken you under, and then pivoted to this highly profitable marketplace. Sheila, let's go to you. So you have a great way of packaging what you do service-wise for partners, and using partner to partner to grow your business. Can you talk a little bit about partner to partner and packaging?
Absolutely. So our business is an adoption and change. And what we do is we support our business partners or technical partners. Our firm is firmly for adoption and change. And what this does is it helps supports the technical framework and projects, and we help adopt with the end user. And the way that we package this is that we provide value add solutions for our technical partners to continue the relationship, to continue the roadmap with their clients. Typically within projects, after a project is done, then it's done. In this case, our type of solution helps bring that value and keeping the roadmap going for their customers. And the reason why we package it in that way is that every client is going to go through their transformational journey. And where we help out in that P2P market, we help support those end users. Now, the importance of the P2P market for us and how we package it is that we actually work with a variety of different technical partners in their specific niches. And the reason that we do that is that we specifically don't do technical. Why? It's because our value add is specifically for that end user base. And so we rely on our technical expertise in order to do that. And essentially, we stay in our swim lane. One thing about entrepreneur journey, you want to try to do everything. In this case, when you rely on your partners to be able to, satisfy and make sure that that goal is met, then you rely on your technical partners. And that's why we build a strong relationships with our P2P market.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sheila.
Thank you.
So, Erik, let's go to you. So I know that you've been on quite a journey, growing your business, securing new talent, and looking at ways to use education and learning. Can you talk a little bit about your education and learning journey and how you're leveraging financing from other sources to help drive growth for your business?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The first thing to say is, I didn't start this business with a plan with, okay, I'm going to start a business and this is what we're going to do. It really came out of necessity, being in the middle of the Pacific and, not being able to find a tech job. And I, literally started out the back of my truck doing computer repair, and, one thing led to another. And then eventually we found, the managed service business model. And so, we kind of started out in crisis and kind of existed in crisis. And, when I started understanding what type of business model I wanted to run, then we got into kind of COVID once things started to sort of look good. And we used that opportunity, through the funding we got there. So I had always been afraid of debt. I just had always been, from a young kid, just don't get into debt. But some of the opportunities that came about because of COVID, and then also with the BCPA, one of the opportunities was to get the PPP loans and then the EIDL. And after that, that was the largest growth that we had. We did a little bit over 60% last year. And then with the opportunity that came with the BCPA, we learned about the Microsoft financing. We learned about the Goldman Sachs program. And so I was, with these different opportunities, I was actually able to learn how to start better running my business, and really capitalizing on, the networking, working partner to partner. And so, we're just seeing, so many opportunities now, and being able to put together some sort of a marketing strategy, and all this has really been, brought about by the opportunities that came through with BCPA and, Microsoft, their initiative. It's all been great for us.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So we have here 4 incredible business leaders that are driving a significant amount of growth in their businesses. Unfortunately, we only had 20 minutes today. However, we will be inviting all of these leaders back to future Power Forums where we can do a deep dive into the strategies that they discussed. We can have Dexter talk about go-to-market and how he was able to scale his business. We can have Sheila come and educate us about adoption and change management. We can have Erik help us figure out how we can educate ourselves and really leverage financing effectively. These 3 leaders are future mentors within our community. And for all of you, I would love one last parting word that you would like to say for people that are sitting out there that are in the position you were in a few years ago. Dexter, let's go with you. What advice do you have for Dexter 2 years ago?
So I would say, don't be afraid of change. Change can be your friend. Even with what's happening with the realignment of the partner program, that's an opportunity. That is a window that the playing field will be made level for everyone. And that moment in time, you can either choose to step into that new beginning and leapfrog ahead of everyone else, or let that turn you away. So I would say stay positive. Every opportunity, it's a challenge, but it's a challenge to everybody. And in that challenge, you can exceed.
Excellent. Sheila, 30 seconds.
Yes. So 30 seconds. Don't be afraid of change. I'm with Dexter on that one. Build with your communities. and build relationships and learn together. That's my advice
Perfect.
for the world.
Erik.
My main thing would be, don't feel like you need to work in a silo. There are so many opportunities and so many people who are looking to help, collaborate, help you grow your business. So reach out for those resources and just know that they're out there and they exist.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure. Dexter, Erik, Sheila, thank you. Please stay in network. All of these partners will be around to help connect and talk to you. So thank you so much.